Hello, hello, hello. It's Private Talk Podcast with Alexis, Texas, and we're back season 3. And today, Private Talk, we have Gerald Huston on the couch. Hello, hello, welcome. Thank you for coming to Private Talk. I'm excited to get to know you a little bit more.
I'm excited too, but like before we go any further, like you said, private talk. Are we gonna talk about any like my privates or anything like that?
I mean, not necessarily your privates in general, no. It's just a private conversation between me and you. We don't know each other now, but we're going to get to know each other a little bit more. And
is anybody else going to see this?
Yes, a lot of people.
And people are just clapping, they hear it.
Mm-hmm. Isn't that magical?
Really, it's not really that private.
It is.
It is?
I like, your comedian acting skills are coming out already on the couch.
I'm not acting. I'm just saying, like, okay, all right, cool. So this is Private Talk with Alexis, Texas, and I'm Gerald Huston.
This is true.
Right?
Yes.
Okay, cool.
So tell us, Gerald Huston, what is going on in your world at the moment? What are you working on? You're a comedian actor. Do you have any new projects coming out currently?
Yeah. I'm actually working on a bad date series where I'm taking girls on bad dates. Like, I'm pretty popular for hugging celebrities or hugging people that look like celebrities, but I'm also popular for doing pickup lines on girls in public. So everybody wants to know like what I do with the numbers. So now we're doing follow-ups with the girls' numbers I get in public. We're taking them on bad dates.
So basically, it's kind of like a real life story. We're already going on these bad dates before, and it was like it just has to be filmed and documented because it's a lot of these things happen.
Well, actually, if it's a bad day for me, it's usually because the girl, she's the vibe wasn't right.
Well, explain to us at Private Talk what that means. What is the vibe right?
The hell date. I'm the hell. You know what I'm saying? I'm the bad date. You know what I'm saying? I'm the person. Like, you ever seen Hell Date?
Yes.
It's like Hell Date, but I'm giving the girl the hell. I'm trying
intentionally.
to see how much they can take. Yeah, intentionally, yeah.
So what is one of the worst things that you've done on a bad date?
Well, the last episode, we did road rage. So we were going like 80 miles an hour down the freeway. And she was freaking out.
Was she like, and you were driving her and you
and I was just changing lanes and stuff.
You barely. So describe the scenario. So if this is someone that she clearly, this isn't staged. She had no clue. You're on a date. Did you just pick her up and just do this?
Well, what happened was I got her number in public. I've been talking to her, and I was like, yo, I want to do this series. So then I started like picking out which girls are going to, bite down and talk back to me, because all of them don't talk back to me. Some of them are mad that you got their number and you put it on the internet that you got their number. They may have had a boyfriend or a dude they were talking to.
So they get caught up real quick.
Yeah, caught up. You know what I mean? So
exposed.
Yeah. So like,
okay,
I end up getting this girl and talking to her. I told her I was gonna take her to an Italian restaurant, and then she said her tire was blew out, so she told me to come pick her up. So I'm like, all right, I'm just gonna troll her whenever I pick her up. So I told her we're going to an Italian restaurant, and when I pull up on her, I told her to get in the car, and she gets in my car. I just drive off a little bit. Try to get for the car again. I drive a little more.
I don't think I would get in that car.
Yeah, then she gets in the car.
Like, bye, Gerald. This is gonna end really quickly.
I'm like, yo, I'm just fucking with you. I'm just playing. I'm sorry. Can I curse?
Yeah, you can curse.
I can curse.
Yes.
Okay. All right. Well, we try not to curse, but we're still like.
Okay.
All right, but so I'm like, yo, I'm just messing with you, and then she's like, yo, you play too much, and then we get in the car, and I'm all swerving in and out of lanes, driving real fast, and then I take her to the mall where the restaurant's at, and it's a pizza spot. She's like, this
bamboozled.
Yeah, but like,
what kind of Italian food is this?
Yeah, but pizza is Italian though,
It is, but she's Italian. Of course in
She's
LA.
She's expecting like pasta, some fine wine, possibly or whatever. And so like that was pretty much one of the worst things I've done so far. We did take a little person to Chuck E. Cheese. That was a pretty bad day too, because I had a lot of fun and she didn't.
What went sour in that part?
She couldn't play we playing the basketball. She couldn't throw the ball.
Yeah, not a really great place to do that for. But I understand that. I mean, at least you had fun.
I had fun. She had the worst. She said it was the worst date ever.
So what is out of all of that series right now, and how many episodes are actually out?
We got 2 of them out, but we got like I think it's like 5 or 6 already done.
Is there one that's you already going to give us a little bit of one that hasn't been out that's like your favorite thing, or maybe an enticing, like an enticing like lead up to that we know the Private Talk listeners out there are going to go and support you and see what this episode is?
One of the ones I'm really kind of anticipating on doing is the one where I met this girl and she told me that she wasn't giving me her number unless I was Drake. Cause I used pickup lines, so I used rap pickup lines. So I used Drake lyrics to try to get her phone number. She's like, "Yo, you're not Drake. You're not getting my real number." I mean, so she told me I couldn't get her number because I wasn't Drake. So basically, I've been hitting her up here recently, telling her I want to hang out with her, and I was telling her that Drake's gonna be there because Drake actually follows me.
Okay.
So I'm like, "Yo, Drake follows me. He's gonna come hang out. I can introduce you to Drake and stuff like that." But it's really gonna just be me, and she probably gonna keep on asking me, "Where's Drake?" You know what I'm saying?
Maybe you'll get the number. You know, maybe if you're persistent enough, maybe she'll bite. Some women are like that. It's like persistence, but she really likes Drake too.
Yeah.
So tell us where we can follow that and support where we can get these episodes and we can see what all these bad dates are about.
They're all on my YouTube channel, Gerald Huston, YouTube, GERALD, Houston, HUSTON. Or on my Facebook page, same thing, Gerald Huston. I just think everything, I use my name. So just type my name in, it'll pop up.
So how did you, get into the field of like acting, comedian? Is like, did you always know that you were funny as a kid, or?
It sounds about right because you said like a social media comedian.
I like
just a comedia.
I made it like into one.
You made up a word. You need to
you want that? You can give me credit for that.
Soulja Boy gonna patent.
I'm the first one to ever do it.
You're the first person to ever call somebody a comedian.
Hey, I'm liking it.
It sounded cool too. You should have kept it like that. Like you should have just flowed with it. It was dope.
I liked it. You keep on pushing it with it. Some people grab with it, maybe not. But I'm glad that you liked it.
I really did. Well, I don't know. I tried a few things out. Like I don't know. I was just born to be a comedian. There's nothing else really worked for me.
Who did you look up to when you were a kid as someone that you wanted to be or emulate?
It was Dave Chappelle. I was watching Dave Chappelle when I was a kid, and I thought in my head he was doing stand up, and I was thinking in my head I was like, I can do that. I can do what he's doing. I think that I can do what he's doing because I felt like the stuff that he was saying was like stuff that I would have said or stuff that I was thinking and stuff like that. Yeah,
so you were along those lines of you're like,
so I was like, yeah, this is some shit that I would say, as a kid. And I was a kid because I was a class clown as a kid anyway.
That's dope.
And so I felt like Dave Chappelle was like very inspirational to me. Also Eddie Murphy. Mm-hmm. But
have you met either one?
I met Dave.
Okay. How was that experience for you?
It was dope. I met Dave and I accidentally called him Michael Jordan.
On purpose?
I don't know.
Or because you were in shock?
I was in shock because he's the GOAT.
For sure. I mean, he's a GOAT too, so
he's a GOAT, so I had to call him. You're the GOAT, man.
Double
I always call celebrities the wrong name anyway. I've met several celebrities calling the wrong name. And then, like, my fan base likes that too when I call them the wrong name, especially when I call them somebody they don't like.
Has there ever been something where it was like a really bad situation, like fan-wise? Like meeting a celebrity and like a situation went bad? Not just for your channel.
I'm gonna say like the worst probably altercation that I probably had was between Lance Stevenson, who's an ex-NBA basketball player, and 42 Doug, who's a rapper from Detroit. Mm-hmm. 42 Doug, you know that guy?
I do.
He's like real short. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So what was the altercation? What happened?
Well, what happened?
You can't just say the two names and like, do you know them? Yes, I know both of them. Why are you looking at me like I would know clue who they are?
I don't know if you knew him or not.
Of course I do, but you're looking at me like, no, for sure. I do.
Doug is, you might not know him. I don't know because he's a little guy.
He's a little guy, but I do.
Yeah, but he's cool. Though. He's all right. He's a cool guy, I think.
So what was the encounter? What happened? That was such a bad experience, or something that went left?
Like I seen 42 Doug and I called him Sada Baby. And apparently those two guys don't like each other.
Okay. See, I wouldn't know. I don't know that name.
Yeah, I didn't know that Sada Baby and Detroit and Sada Baby and 42 Doug didn't like each other. I just knew they were two Detroit rappers.
So he thought you were disrespecting him, like, or saying something to get at him.
So basically, what happened was I hugged him, called him Sada Baby, and then he was like, "We wrong, we whoop your ass, huh?" 'Cause he was with like 7 people. Mm-hmm. He's like real little and stuff, and they're all like tall behind him and stuff. So he's like, "We wrong, whoop your ass, right?" I was like, "Man, I thought you was Sada Baby, man. I thought you was Sada Baby, whatever." And then he told one of his people to slap me or whatever. I'm like,
he like went to someone and was like, "Hey, slap him."
Yeah, he was like, "Hey, slap him for me." It's like, and dude was looking like, "I'm not about to slap him for you." You know what I'm saying? Like, so he just kind of like started talking like, "Yeah, man, you don't get your ass whooped fucking around." You know, he just kind of did that little thing. Like, he didn't really want to slap nobody in the mall. We were at the mall in Lennox.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He didn't want to slap nobody.
He didn't want no problems.
Yeah, so I kind of like me. I was born in Detroit as well, so I kind of know the culture in Detroit and how they are. But I mean,
so you were ready for whatever, basically, in the situation. You just knew that if you were gonna do that, you didn't mean to offend him, but now that you knew that you did, it was whatever.
But I've been in situations before with people before being upset they got called that name or whatever the case may be. Actually, Lance Stevenson's goons were more aggressive than the rappers' goons were.
Yeah.
But they did that, and I was kind of like, yo, y'all need. I was like, chill. If you watch the video, I'm like, yo, y'all chill. I'm doing like this, and then I turned around and walk away, and then I got hit in the back with a bottle cap. Little bitty bottle cap.
I'm like, okay, I was thinking bottle. I'm like, bottle cap.
42 Doug had threw a little bottle cap at me, which made it so funny. Like, this little dude threw a little bottle cap at me. It's like, it's so ironic. It was so funny. And I was just like, all right.
And that was the end of it.
Yeah, that was the end of it.
Yeah. I like how I have to like tell you that I know what you mean. Like, you navigate so like lightly. Like, I have no clue what you're talking about. I know what's going on. You're like, you think that I don't know that you, you were with the shits. You wanted to, you were down for if you made an insult and you did something, then it was okay.
Right. I had a worst time with Lance Stevenson. Lance Stevenson's goons, I called him Draymond Green.
Okay.
Like, yo, my favorite basketball player, Draymond Green. His goons was like, hey, man, better back up with that shit, man. They started coming at me and stuff.
Now,
like, I actually had to run from them.
Did you know that was going to be an issue with by saying that?
Nah, I didn't know it was gonna. Like, I never know people probably gonna have a reaction. But I'm not, like, for me, like, them getting mad means nothing to me.
Yeah.
Because where I'm from, I was born in Detroit, raised in Kansas City, Missouri. Those two areas, them people are rude. You know what I'm saying? So, like, I got some of my best reactions to get me where I'm at now from getting from back home. So I've dealt with all kind of angry, upset individuals.
Being main, those
so
situations.
Lance Stevenson people, like, they started like getting aggressive with me and stuff. And I was with my boy, and like it was like my boy was on the other side and I was on one side. It was like 10 of them, but then my boy, he ran track, so he ran one way.
He just took off.
We both ran track in high school, but he was like actually like probably like he went to college to run track, so he got on. He was gone. I was gone too. He didn't see me either.
You just were a little bit further, or a little bit less behind him, or further behind him?
No, actually, he said that he didn't see me. I got off. I disappeared for him. See, he ran track. I know magic. I know how to disappear.
I like it. Magic. Magic is important. Sometimes it doesn't matter how fast you are.
I know how to count.
Doesn't know.
Like, people always say they tough. They take their lumps like a man. But if I see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10 people in the entourage trying to come at me, and I only got one person with me, then I'm going to use my 2 legs and I'm going to run.
Hey,
I'm going to
smart.
run as fast as I can. And if I can't run as fast, they still running after me, then I'm going to get my cell phone out and I'm going to call the cops and say, these guys are chasing me down the street. It's 10 of them. You know what I mean? Like, if it was just 2 or 3, you probably could handle it. And like, all right, let's
You're outnumbered at that point. You know what I mean? And what are you, I mean, it's just.
No, not 10 people. Not a whole entourage of basketball people, rich basketball players, friends and families who would do anything they say. They do anything they say because they're paying all their bills. Like, hey, go slap him. All right, let's all go slap him. Like, no, none of y'all about to slap me. Cause first off, I'm about to run.
So you've never been slapped?
No.
Those were
my mom, my dad.
But in those situations where you're coming up into those altercations, like you said, those are the closest things to.
The only person that have ever tried to touch me the most is probably women. Like, if I do a prank on a women, they swinging and shit.
They're
like,
swinging.
I had one girl grab me by the neck, doing a prank. Then I did this one prank in Walmart. It was like a money drop prank, and so like it was like my cousin to come down the aisle with a bag of money and drop it in your cart and say Merry Christmas and just walk off. And then I'll be standing right next to your cart like, yo, what he dropping your cart? And take it out and pull it out and be a wad of money. I'm like, man, this is mine. I'm keeping this. And then run off. I did it one time. This girl tried to tackle me in the store.
That's
for the
funny.
money. Yeah, she tried to tackle me in the store. Like,
that's funny.
That shit was funny.
They wanted it back.
Yeah, they wanted the money back.
So what is who is someone that you want to meet that you have not come encountered to? A wish list, dream team, like someone maybe you want to work with.
Somebody that I want to work with. Man, I just want to work with Dave. Honestly,
Dave.
Yeah.
So you just Dave.
I would
Murphy.
work with other comedians as well. But if I had a chance to work with somebody like, yo, you want to open up with somebody and be groomed by someone, then it would be Dave Chappelle for me. You know. So.
What makes you smile the most?
I would have to say, watching people laugh, like other people laughing, being happy, probably makes you smile the most.
So that's like a drug to you.
Yeah, it's
so
like
you just keep on going.
Like I love making people laugh.
So how do you, with your laughing, with that's something that's really unique. A lot of people don't have that, asset. How do you keep up with your craft? Do you just always off the top of your head? Do you like pre-plan it and you see how it works out? Is it just, you just take a gamble? How does that process really work?
It's kind of a combination of both. Kind of pre-planning and then kind of, freestyling a little bit. Because once you do something so much, it becomes second nature.
It's like habit.
So when it comes to me making videos, making content, doing pranks, it has become second nature because I've done it for so long. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. I'm at the point in my stand-up, my stand-up to where I'm developing to that to where it's second nature. You know what I mean? I still write my jokes in stand-up. I'm trying to get to the point where I don't write. I just go off of, maybe what happened today.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Or what happened to me over the last 3 months or this year or whatever. Talk about that for an hour and make it funny, so that's the goal I'm aiming for in my stand-up. So,
I like that. What luxury do you treat yourself the most right now? Is there something that you just maybe have like a me day that you maybe go to a spa and get massages? Is some kind of like cheat meal? It's something crazy, cars, jewelry?
I need to go get a massage. My cousin goes to this place out in the valley that he pays $100 and gets a massage, and he gets a blowjob.
Wow.
I can't say the name because I don't want to get anybody in trouble.
We don't want to get anybody in trouble.
Go to the valley and drive around the 91367 area code. Zip code.
So keep circling around until you see some men going out with a really smile on their face and just being really happy on an hourly basis. Yeah. So is this something that you frequent? Is this something that you've done before? Obviously not this space.
My cousin done it.
But he liked it. So
he did.
So it was like a 5-star rating and you're like, I want to do this.
I believe what he said was it's $50 and then you get him $50, you give him $100, you get 2 girls.
So do you actually ever get a massage or you just,
No, you get a massage too. That's what he said.
Okay. I always have this conversation with my male friends years ago. I was like, I feel like it's really unfair because there's a lot of places like that, but there's none like that for women. Like, what if I wanted to have that? Like, what if I wanted that service as well? How come it has to be taken off the table for me and just
a double standard thing?
1,000, but that's just so, and then, there's a lot of logistics to it when you come to. It's like, do you want the male or the female? How do you know which one is the situation? So, you get it, but it's really unfair, I feel like.
Luxury time, I kind of just I don't know, I like playing video games.
Video games? So what kind of gaming system are you on?
I'm on a PS5.
What's your favorite game?
I play 2K a lot, basketball.
2K. I just have a hate relationship with that game. I used to be married at one time, happily divorced, but I've definitely threatened to throw that game away a lot. Because I just feel a lot. I just feel like, at a certain age, it's just, time and place to do it and do your other things. But if you, get your shit done, I get it. But sometimes when a girl just wants attention. Right. So if you're such a gamer like that, have you ever had any encounter like that? Any crazy girl situation where she wanted to threaten your game's life?
No, not really. I never had a problem with that because I'm never gonna choose the PS5 over the pussy anyway. So I'm ready to get rid of that anyway. I'm like, all right, I'm done. You know what I mean?
So as soon as the pussy comes out, you're like, I'm ready.
I'm done.
What if it's a really important game?
And not even just a pussy. It could be just a pre-pussy.
The pre-pussy?
The pre-pussy is...
Explain the private talk.
No, I'm saying the pre-pussy is she want to do something.
Okay.
So you're pre-warming the pussy up. You got to do something, take her out. You know how girls complain, I haven't been out. You don't take me anywhere, blah, blah, blah. So you got to take her somewhere that she want to go.
So you're whining and dining her, I see. Okay.
Not somewhere you want to go.
We're setting the picture.
She wants to go. You know what I mean? Get that out the way so you can't.
You've been in a long-term relationship before, it sounds like.
Right. You know what I'm saying? Take her so she... No, I'm just saying, I've been in a few relationships, but not really super long-term, but enough to know that part. You know what I mean?
We're getting good
that she wants to go. Take her there, and then make sure she goes somewhere and get something to eat where she want to eat. Have fun, have a great time with her. You know what I'm saying? Don't worry about your game. Don't talk about you. Just ask her how her day was. Just play the game. You know what I mean?
Just play the game.
Yeah.
You seem to have it all worked out. Are you single? Are you in a relationship? You seem that you know you're trying to tell these private talk listeners out there how to get just put the game down. I feel like that sometimes it's an addiction. I take a bunch of
girls on bad dates, so obviously I'm single.
Hey, but maybe you have a partner that's very understanding. It's something that you're not like doing. You're doing it mainly for content and it's for work.
Right. Exactly.
I was in the adult industry, so at one point in my life, and work was work, and at home was something different. So sometimes you have understanding partners.
I know you look familiar.
No, I know you did, huh?
Like 40 miles away.
Is that why you were so nervous when you walked into my door?
Probably 'cause I was like, damn, is she the girl that they said like her name is Jen and she's 40 miles away and she's 40?
Who? I'm not that kind of girl.
Oh, okay.
I don't know what kind of a back page thing that you're trying to say, sir, but that is not me.
Oh, okay.
I don't know what you're saying. But yeah, no, not me. No, I was adult film star. Yes, I'm probably sure you've seen.
Mixing people up.
Oh, is that what they say to people? I don't know how I feel about that, but all right. I see the little digs that you're trying to give at me. I see. You definitely probably seen one of my scenes before. Maybe you didn't want to pay for it and put it on Pornhub or something like that, freestyle. Because most of the times nowadays there's so much free content that you just don't really know what you're looking at anymore. Maybe I don't really know, but I feel like you've definitely.
There's a lot of free content on OnlyFans. I mean, not OnlyFans, but Pornhub.
Yeah, that's where some people go for it. I don't know anymore.
People paying though on OnlyFans. They're paying.
They do.
I think they pay because they feel like they can connect with the person that they, you know what I'm saying, they see their profile.
Exactly. So how many OnlyFans subscriptions do you have, sir?
I have none.
I want the truth.
We want the truth here at Private Talk. And I don't really know that you haven't seen an OnlyFans, but you know a lot about it. So please tell Private Talk all about it.
I have none, but my brother, RIP my brother, he just died 3 months ago.
Sorry for that.
So like, my brother, he was subscribed to a few girls.
Did you take over his account?
He was subscribed to a few girls that we knew from back home. And he used to just send me he like, man, you ain't never seen her nudes? I was like, just send them to me. He just sent it to me.
So you just send it to you?
So one girl, I used to always tell her like, man, all right, she's a post on her story like, my OnlyFans with the blue as a comment like, man, I already seen your little pictures on there.
Oh, so you were taunting her like, I saw that shit for free, girl. Nobody needs to know. You're you're stealing content and saying it's free. Well, actually, it was a shared content.
She's like, how you seeing myself for free? I'm like, man, it don't matter.
So what is one assumption people have of you that you think is false?
On the internet, probably the fact that they probably think I sleep with every girl that I do a video with.
So that's not true.
It's not true because I only sleep with like 99% of the girls I do videos with.
That's not so. Not all of them, right?
No, I'm just kidding. Not 99%. No, but they always think that I'm sleeping with the girls. Like they be like, man, you probably smashing all these girls you do videos with. Probably smashing all the Instagram models and stuff like that. And I'm really not. You know what I'm saying? Like,
was there one that you like set out to because you wanted to like put her on your list? That you like had a top 3 and like that you were a fan of before, and then you maybe kind of like made yourself meet that person because you wanted to know how it would go?
No, not really.
Like, does it happen just by chance, or do you really like plot it out in a sense?
You mean like me?
Like being in those encounters where you have like, celebrity situations or even the videos with these girls that you're just meeting. Like, is it just random?
Those girls, I just see them out at the mall. I'm just like at the mall, like, oh, she look good. I'm gonna try to get her number. And then 9 times out of 10, I never even
use the number.
Text them.
Which girls hate that even worse. They're like, why put in the time?
Huh?
They're like, girls hate that worse sometimes, and they're like, why put in the time?
They're like, he got my number, didn't even hit me up. I mean, there's probably hundreds of women that probably said it about me.
So is
numbers,
yeah. So what is your biggest pet peeve?
Shit, I got a whole lot of list of those motherfuckers.
Give me 2 of them.
Let's see here, like in relationships.
Sure.
Relationship pet peeve.
Yeah, let's do that. Let's go down that rabbit hole because we're gonna get to like private, the real fun part, truth with Texas. So let's go relationship wise.
Relationship wise, I would say I hate like a woman that's like in competition with me, like trying to compete. You know what I mean?
Like in what way? Like just an alpha female in general, or in like compete in sense?
I'm not gonna say like an alpha female. I'm gonna say like a female that literally wants to like compete with me, like because like you supposed to like come together and you supposed to like elevate together.
Okay.
It's not like I'm elevating and then you're trying to elevate above me and be like, yeah, I elevated above you. I did this. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's kind of like.
So do you feel like it's because of who, the status that you have now, like do people cling on to you because of that? They want to ride that ride, and is that what you mean, like outshine, or like just in general?
Just in general, like nothing to do with like me having any clout or anything.
Yeah.
Just in general.
Okay.
Like,
so second pet peeve.
I would have to probably go with.
Here, I'll help you out.
I hate some badass kids, man.
You what?
Badass kids, man.
Oh, badass kids.
Yeah,
So you just want you don't mind being a step parent. You just want them to be behaved child.
Yeah, like especially like I can deal with like bad little girls because they're little girls. They do little girly stuff, cry and whine and stuff. I can't deal with that from a little boy. Like I don't know.
What is the worst case? What's the worst situation you've been in? You feel like this? I feel like this is fresh, Gerald.
Man,
you're like I don't want to talk about it, but please, we want to know it all.
Man, I dated this girl. She had a son. His name was Bob.
Okay, is this a real name or is this a?
That's his name is Bob.
Okay, Bob.
That's what they call him, Bob.
All right, so
that's his real name.
Okay.
Imagine that, like, yo, Bob, shut up. Like, who you talking to? Like, I'm talking to her son. Like, talking to some old guy.
Okay, so Bob didn't like you.
Yeah, no, Bob loved me.
So then, what was the problem with Bob? He was just bad.
Bob was disrespectful.
But if he liked you, didn't he have a respect for you?
Yeah, Bob was like he had respect for me, but he like didn't know how to control it. Like she said he had what you say he had? She said he had ADHD or something.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, where I'm from, ADHD, you get your ass whooped until you get whoop that ADHD about you. But like she's like I don't really whoop him, and cause I have whooped him before, and it gets bad. The cops get called and stuff like that.
So what's the worst thing that little Bob did?
Man, Bob used to tell his mom to shut up.
And you just
you're weird, you're crazy. Dad thinks you're crazy. Gerald thinks you're crazy. We all think you're crazy.
Did you tell Bob that she was crazy, Gerald?
Nah, Bob was just be on it. Bob was on 10 like all the time. Like he would not sit down. He was on 10 like all the time. And then I remember one time he told me to shut the fuck up. He told me to shut the fuck up. I told him to shut up. I said, but you can't, because that's how Bob is. You can't tell Bob to shut up. You tell Bob to shut up, he's going to tell you to shut up right
He's
back.
like the mimicking thing?
Yeah. If you're like, sit your ass down, like, no, sit your ass down. He's only like, fucking, Bob was like 9. You know what I mean? So.
Were you scared of Bob?
I was not scared of Bob.
Why'd you leave?
Yeah.
Because you could have helped Bob.
I'm saying, like, I didn't leave just because of Bob.
No, I said you could have helped instead Bob.
But Bob was terrible. He was terrible. Smart kid, very smart.
Bob, I hope you get the
You can take Bob to what's that place called? David Buster's, and he'll clear the whole toy section out from the tickets. The toy.
So Bob was that man. He won all the games.
His dad played in the NFL. Mm-hmm. His granddad played in the NFL. Her dad played in the NFL, and then his dad played in the NFL. So
he's destined to be a star.
He's definitely probably gonna be NFL. But I wouldn't be surprised if I seen him on there tomorrow. He got arrested for doing some bullshit during his NFL
Bob,
career.
I hope you're not going that way. We're gonna put you.
Somebody gotta stop, Bob. Bobby, if you ever see this, I love you, man. But you gotta like be more respectful to your mom, man.
That's true. That's big facts, though.
Yeah,
it's big.
If you don't respect your mom, then later on you become a big NFL star. Then you won't respect some female. You're gonna do something and end up like Ray Rice or one of these other guys that Zach Stacy guy. Some of them guys.
We don't want that for Bob. You gotta
start off with respecting the mom. If you don't respect your mom, you don't even respect your wife, your girlfriend, your side chick, whoever she is. Just a random girl you met on the street, not even gonna respect them. So it starts at home. So
I agree with that. I'll give you applause for that. That's real shit, though. I mean, it's like a lot of people more need to, make that a thing, and not that it sounds like people shouldn't know that, but it's just even just be talked about. It should be more normalized, as I feel like, which I feel like it, definitely is, but you never know. So are you ready to play my game?
Depends on how this game's gonna go.
How wild?
Yeah, how's it gonna go?
It's gonna go really wild.
Okay.
Like, a lot of things may go crazy. A lot of things, it's just, it's always a gamble. No, it's not gonna go too wild, Okay. I mean, why are you so scared, Gerald?
No, I'm not scared because I just know that I just one girl, I told her I was trying to play like dominoes with her and stuff. And then she like we was trying to do something else. Like she thought I was talking about dominatrix. I'm like, no, I'm talking about dominoes.
Oh, so you like to be tied up?
No,
I see.
I'm not saying that.
See,
I'm saying,
see. Okay, that's what happens.
I'm saying like I met this girl. I told her you want to come over and play dominoes. She was like, yeah, I'm into dominatrix. And I didn't know what that was.
And the next thing that happened, you were tied up in a dungeon.
Yeah, no, I didn't.
You were doing some crazy things. We're gonna talk about here. Truth with Texas. We want to know all about it, Gerald.
But
we want to know.
She texted me some shit about. I didn't know what pegging was. She was like, she liked to peg. I'm like, what is pegging? And she told me what it was. Like, whoa, that shit.
Were you scared? You never answered her messages again?
At that point, I was scared. Like, I never even hit her up no more. Like, I don't even want to hit her up and take her on a bad day because I don't know how it's going to. I might be the one.
Was this just a number you recently got? You seem really shook about this, like, Gerald.
This is this girl named Mandy. I got her number like.
Mandy wanted to peg you. So let Private Talk know what pegging is. Maybe they don't know. So
if you don't know what pegging is, pegging is pretty much when a girl straps on a dildo and you bend over and she just raw dogs you with a dildo.
Well, I mean, yes, it is a raw dog because it's a dildo. But yes, you are correct. But I just wanted Private Talk to know because some people don't know what that is. So some people who are saying when they're really crazy, can get a little crazy. So that's, anal things, all that stuff is out for you, Gerald?
That's definitely out for me.
Never happened?
No.
Okay, so fair enough. We are going to get to our favorite game. We're going to take a little bit of a break first. I need a moment. But yeah, I hope you're ready. I'm going to take a little break. So, Private Talk, we are going to let him come in a little, ease him into this. We are going to play Truth with Texas. There's 4 aces. Each ace is a different type of question, and we're going to go through all the cards. So, pick a card, Gerald. Any card.
They're all aces?
They are. Ace of what?
This is an ace of hearts.
It's a romantic question. Would you consider
ace of diamonds?
Ace of diamonds? That's a spicy question.
No, it's ace of clubs.
Oh my God, here we go.
No, what card do you think I'm holding right now for?
I think you're doing a hearts. We're gonna ask a hearts. If it's not a heart,
you're wrong.
It's a fucking heart now.
You're wrong.
So it's okay.
You got 3 more guesses left.
No, I'm good. So, are you a romantic?
Yeah.
What's the most romantic thing you've ever done? Not for an episode of your content.
The most romantic thing I've done? I don't know.
You never had you said depends. You were in some relationships before. You said that
depends
you.
On
well, tell us the most romantic. I'm
think
sure.
romantic is.
Okay, well, tell us what you think romantic is, and then tell me what you think I would think romantic is. Because you've been in relationships, yes, you're single now, but you've been in multiple relationships. You said maybe not for a long term, but you had to have done some romantic thing.
I hope none of my. Hope the girls are not watching because they're gonna be like, "You didn't do that for me."
Well, sometimes certain people bring certain things out of you, and mebe they need to know what Gerald Huston would give to them if they are the right lady that matches for you.
Right. I mean, simple stuff like when she got home, I had the rose petals going all the way up to the room, and then when she got to the room, there was like bears and flowers.
Was this for Valentine's Day, or was this just a special day?
This is just cause.
Okay, I like this.
Right day up.
Okay.
I don't really care about the holidays. I like to focus on more like I think like you should send your girl flowers either monthly or bi-monthly. Mm-hmm. If you do it bi-monthly, it's not too much, but it's gonna be unexpected. You know what I mean? If you do it monthly, then she's gonna know every month he buys me flowers, nothing changes.
And when he doesn't, something's wrong.
When he doesn't, something's off. So if you do it bi-monthly, it's kind of like, oh, I just got him.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because it's something in women's heads where they can't hold 60 days of information in their head all at
But I think every girl is different. I think for myself, it's more like spontaneous thing. I agree. I don't think sometimes you want the expected things, but it's not over the top. I feel like gestures are always nice, but not every girl expects the whole 30 days and 60 whatever. I think it's just, the gesture that you want to do those nice things.
Try to keep it I feel like that's why I said you should send your girl flowers at least 6 times a year. You'll be fine. Don't have to worry about that. Get that out the way. I like to go out and buy her the dress and then when she gets home, like kind of have it laid out, have my outfit laid out next to it, and be like, this is what we're wearing tonight. Get ready, blah blah blah, whatever. We're going here.
Nice.
Or since I started making a little more money, it's different now. It's like now we're going to Hawaii. Let's go to Hawaii instead of going to fucking Cheesecake Factory.
Those are sometimes nice too.
Yeah, like instead of going there like for her birthday, we can go to Hawaii. So like, just going on a romantic trip to Hawaii or some shit like that.
Have you ever watched The Notebook?
The cruise. No, I actually walked out on it.
You walked out.
I went to go see the Notebook. Me and this chick went to go see the Notebook. And we were smoking weed on the way there, and we got in there and we was like, man, this shit boring as hell. Watching the first 5 minutes of it, we was walking out. We walked out like, I ain't watching this. Like, so I've never seen a Notebook since then. So,
do you like sexting? If you're in a relationship, do you send like?
Oh yeah, I like the sex a lot.
You're like, are you sending dick pics? Are you getting like naked photos? Or are you just are you keeping it with context like verbal?
No, I like nudes.
Okay.
So I prefer nudes.
So you're sending nudes too?
Yeah, I'm gonna send nudes too, but like I really don't prefer. Like I don't know what it is, but pussy pics don't really do nothing for me. It's not like
no pussy pics
it's a pussy. Wow. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like pussy pics don't really do it for me, but I like the booty pictures, a couple little nipples. You know what I'm saying? I'm really an ass guy.
So you're an ass guy.
Yeah. So you send me a picture in your booty, I'm good. Panty picture in the booty, I'm good. Some nipples, I'm good.
Thongs or booty shorts?
I actually like the booty shorts because thongs make it feel like you got shit on your drawers, like it's too far up your asshole. You know what I'm saying?
Have you ever looked at that and saw that happen?
I've never seen it happen.
Then why do you act like when you make that face like it's like a tragic moment?
I'm saying like it's. I feel like it could happen. You know what I mean? My imagination.
So the possibility of anything.
My imagination takes me there. When I see the thong up your ass, I'm like, damn, she can wipe her ass with her own fucking underwear. You know what I mean?
Maybe she's not a clean bitch and you shouldn't be fucking.
I've never had it happen. I just think about it because it's like it looks weird.
I mean, okay, I get it.
I like the booty shorts though because I got the little booty meat hang out the bottom of the panty line. That's my favorite part. Even like when you see a girl walking in public and she got her panties on and her booty cheeks is hanging out the panties. Like I'm saying, like this is my favorite. Like we ass watch.
Are we in a fantasy of yours right now, Gerald Huston? We're in.
Everybody ass watches, man. This he ass watches. You ass watch. I ass
watch because I have a big ass, so I'm definitely a connoisseur of booties too.
You're gonna ass watch. She's gonna ass watch too. Everybody in this room ass watch. If you don't ass watch, you a liar.
But I'm trying to set in my mind. I'm like, who's just wearing panties in like public? But I mean, I guess.
No, I'm not saying pants. I'm saying like
booty shorts.
If she got on some pants, or a dress, and you can see her panty line through the pants or the dress, and her little bit of that booty cheek is hanging out. That's the best thing
You're
ever.
chubbing all day.
That's what I like. I like to see a girl with a dress on and she got her panties on that mouth and her underneath her dress and a little bit of her ass cheek is hanging underneath that. You can see her booty and the cheeks. Oh God.
I feel like you're like in a moment like do you need a second?
Yeah, I was flashbacking to it like right where it was like yeah.
What girl was that what you were flashbacking to? Because everyone's got a spank bank, you know? You have what?
A spank bank?
Yeah, you know those pictures when you're like either masturbating or you're in a moment and you need some extra like help of something. You reminisce on something, so it's like a memory of that was a great ass booty meat situation.
Right.
Where were you at? Where were you at right then?
Where was I at?
Yeah, the booty meat. Did something stick out in your mind?
No, not really.
You just seemed like someone. You just seemed like it was a warm hug. Where they're like,
I just created a girl with a blue dress on and just.
See, okay.
I did it with my mind.
I like
it's not really a particular girl that I was thinking about, but it's a girl. She has a blue dress. She's kind of dark skinned. I don't know what the color her panties are, and I don't know what kind of shoes she got on either. I don't know what her face looks like either. So I couldn't describe her face. I can just describe her hair was up a little bit, and it needed to be cut in the back. She needed one of those like what they call it, an undercut. She needed to get her undercut cleaned up.
Nice.
But she had a nice ass though.
You lost me at booty meat. So has anyone ever done anything romantic for you? What's the most romantic thing a girl has done for you?
So far, I would say this girl clipped my toenails.
Did she eat them too?
No, she didn't eat them. That's nasty. That's disgusting.
Why to see? Who knows? Who knows what you're into? Are you into fetish person?
Yeah, she gave me a massage and then she like clipped my toenails.
So gave you the whole pedicure, the whole like, the full treatment.
Yeah. Thought that was cool. I'm like, dang, she must really like me. To clip some guy's toenails, like you really gotta like that.
I don't think I've ever clipped somebody's toenails.
You never clipped some guys? You were married and you never clipped the guy's toenails?
No, he did it himself. Or he got, I never did that. I don't know. There's certain personal hygienes. And I'm a foot person. I have a foot fetish too. I wouldn't be opposed to it, but I've never been like, hey, do this for me. And I don't know, thought that.
I didn't tell her to do it. She did it on her own.
No, I know. I'm just saying, as far as the gesture for me is like, I've never been like, hey, like, I don't know.
Yeah, I've had girls do things for me, like clip toenails and.
But they have to have nice
throw
feet
me parties
for
and
me.
stuff like that.
I just can't be having.
I graduated at barber school and one of my ex, she threw me a party and stuff like that. It was pretty cool.
I like that. All right, next card.
Next card. Okay. Here, you want this one back?
Sure.
It
was a diamond. Look, it was a second choice.
Yeah, see?
I don't know. You were playing these games with
me. This is a diamond.
Is it a diamond? That's not a diamond because I just saw the diamond now. Is this one a heart?
No, it's a club.
I'll give you a second. It's private talk. I hope that you are loving this episode. I really want to know what the card is.
This card?
Ace of Clubs?
Nope.
All right. So it's a kinky question.
Got one more guess.
A diamond. No, I did the diamond. Naughty question. It's a spade.
You're not right.
You're not right either. You're not really great at this game. Truth or Texas is supposed to be a really fluid going game that's making all these great questions come out. And you're lying to me with these cards. And I got a heart now. And I already lied and saw the fucking spicy one. And you're just a spicy sir. What am I going to do with you? What's the spiciest thing you've ever done sexually?
Spiciest?
Yeah. We talked about bondage earlier. You said that you got scared because she said she was about pegging you. She said all these things. So that obviously is not the spicy way that you go. But have you done anything a little bit more, I don't know, like handcuffs, maybe like, I don't know, played with, maybe have you ever had food as an intimacy type thing?
I tried all that stuff. I don't really like the food part.
What food did you, okay, let's start there. So the food, what food did you like?
Like grapes, it's cool. Like eat some grapes off of her or something. That's
okay, cool. But more like, so nothing like
whipped cream that's messy. It's all sticky. That's overrated.
Sweet and too much.
Yeah, I'm telling you, whipped cream. Whoever thought about that? Who said that was sexy? They lied.
It's because it's a movie thing. You know what I mean? And people see things in the movies, and it's not how it is played out in real life. In a lot of situations,
spray some whipped cream on a girl's tits, all over her body, on her private area.
It's because they saw Varsity Blues, I think.
Spray it on there and then lick it all off. Then get on top of her naked and try to have sex. You're gonna be sticky as hell.
Yeah, that's not fun. You've been stuck before.
Yeah, it's not cool.
It's not fun.
It's like you're gonna look like two dogs trying to have sex.
That's not fun.
That's what you're gonna look like.
I don't know about that part, but okay. Tomato, like whatever. So
I know that was extra. That was like over the edge.
Yeah, I know.
I had to give him a mind frame of how it is. Like, this is how you're gonna look. You're gonna look like two dogs fucking and trying to get free, and they can't get free.
That's not fun.
That's how dogs fuck though.
I know. It's but it's sad. When they get stuck, you just don't know what to do.
That'd be cool for humans though. We having us like we got in the pussy and got stuck in that motherfucker.
I mean, other ways you're stuck in it. Funny. You know what I mean? People get stuck on it and they keep going back. It's like an addicted type of situation. You keep going back for more.
Yeah, I guess.
So have you ever been tied up in sex? This is a spicy situation. Have you ever been like handcuffs?
Yeah, I've been tied up. I had this girl bring like whips. She wanted to whip you with the whips.
Whip you, or is this a multiple scenario, or just
that was
you?
Just me and her.
Okay.
And then she wanted to whip me with the whip, and she had like cock rings. That cock ring, I wasn't feeling that because I was like, how am I gonna get my
no cock rings for you?
No, I mean I've done cock rings before, but the particular one that she brought me was like, yo, how the fuck is this? This is not the right one.
Those always been weirded me out. Like I did signings and stuff where you saw a lot of toys and stuff like that, and those ones I just feel like it's suffocating in it. Just doesn't.
Yeah, I don't really. I've used a cock ring before, but I really don't really see the whole purpose in it.
Yeah, like
the only one that I did like was they had like one that had like a vibrating on it.
See, those ones I'm talking about. Like,
so you can kind of like
feel, I guess, the sensation.
Kind of like not even for you, for the girl, because you can like lay there and the vibrator like kind of like rub on her clit and shit.
And she just explodes and squirts everywhere, and things happen.
Right, like that shit. That's probably you talk about that. That's probably one of the like craziest things I've done. Like I fucking like people say squirt is piss. They say it's pee, but I say it can't be pee because I tasted it and it don't taste like pee.
What did it taste like?
It tastes like
sweet tea.
Like not sweet tea. It tastes like
pineapples?
Regular, like just like just fucking fluid. You know what I'm saying? Like it tastes like what's that one kind of water? Electrolyte water. You know I mean? Like,
I approve this message.
Nah, for real, cause like I drank that shit like
multiple times or one scenario.
No, multiple times.
How drunk were you?
I wasn't even drunk. I was sober.
Nice. So you're okay. Repeat offender. Because myself, I was in the adult industry, and I've tasted squirt. And in the beginning, I never knew what squirt was getting into the business because that's not something normal bitches do because you don't know what that's going on. Plus you're not that sexual at that time. So the first time I was around it, they did tell you to drink a lot of water because I feel like it's a mixture of two. It's not piss because it's not the same thing. It's like, it's female ejaculate. Like it's a mixture. It's not the same. It's not piss at all. But they do tell you to drink a lot of water to make you feel like that feeling of sensation of where you have to pee. And then it's like, that's why it's like that most orgasmic state. And then people just release. And that's a very euphoric thing that a lot of people can't get to. But a lot of people could do it. It's just people hold back sexually because they have a lot of
because they embarrassment. They don't want to.
Well, because people don't talk about it more educationally wise and think that it's a natural thing. They just think, oh, you peed on me. No, you're not educated enough. And so at that point, you shouldn't be fucking in the first place because I feel like it's.
Because a lot of girls at the my experience with squirting. Squirt is like my favorite thing because that's the only kind of porn
I like how your eyes lit up right now. I like that.
Because like that's my only watch squirter porn.
Okay.
I don't watch nothing else. That's the only I watch.
See, now you know where you remembered me from. Look, it's all coming back to you now, Gerald. It's all coming back to you now.
You're probably right. But I only watch squirter porn. And I say that with that's just my thing. But like,
hey, people have their own their niches of porn. That's not a bad thing. Embrace it, Gerald.
At first, I had only seen it on porn. So
then you knew it was possible. It was attainable.
Yeah, and then I actually did it one time.
Did it for
this
the
girl,
one time.
for the first time. This girl, and I was drunk that night, and I was like, "Yo, did you fucking squirt on my bed?" She was like, "Yeah." You know what I'm saying? So I was like, "Oh, okay." So I started messing with her, and she used to do it all the time. You know what I'm saying? So that was one experience. And then I went to this club back home. And I met like 4 squirters in that club. I was like, this is where they all hang out at. They all hang out.
How did you know that were you making them squirt in the club? Like,
no, I'm talking about like I would link up with these girls and then end up going home with them later on.
Oh, so like, over time
there was a club. Yeah, there was a club back home. I used to, like when I had broke up, me and my ex had broke up. I went to this club all the time, and so I used to meet like everybody up there. And like back home, I was a comedian still, so I was kind of like had a little bit of popularity back home. People knew me as a comedian back home. I was a barber. I cut hair and stuff like that. So I used to always perform at this club around the corner from my house. So I used to go up there like every weekend. It's called Soul Lounge. I used to go up there every weekend and hang out.
Shout out to
Soul Lounge. I met one girl. She was a squirter.
You got squirters in the place, Soul Lounge.
I'm like, man, this is, hey, I'll tell you right now, it's shut down now. So it's shut down now. The place is shut down. But like,
the fun times were had.
That club was where all the squirters hung out at.
That's where all the magic happened.
Yeah, they all hung out.
They probably like got together one night and all realized they could do it together and be like, you know what, we can fuck.
Right, and they all were different. They all were different because, like, one of them, you got a reverse cowgirl her, and she a squirt.
Oh, so they all
cowgirl. The other girl.
How did you keep up with the notes? Did you have the thing on underneath their contact?
It's in my head. Like
contact
I already know
list?
already.
Like, hey.
It's in my head. It's in my head. It's in my dick space.
Your dick space.
So like, I basically like the other girl. She reverse cowgirl, easy squirt, because that's how you easy get her to squirt. Reverse cowgirl, and then she stand up and just squirt.
So reverse
cowgirl. The other girl,
cowgirl.
Janetta.
Okay.
Oh, I said her name. Damn. All right. But the other girl, Janetta. Fuck it. The other girl, Janetta. You had to pound her like consistently.
Like consistently?
Consistently. You just keep going. Bam, 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 bam. Don't stop. If you stop, slow down a little bit, because sometimes guys slow down because like that when you about to come, you like, hold on, let me slow down.
But not you.
Then go back again like this again. Like, you know what I'm talking about? Like every dude does that. Like they be pounding, then they stop real quick and gather their thoughts and shit. Might think about me. I think about trades. Who the Lakers gonna trade? Lakers gonna trade LeBron. Then calm down. Then go back. Then again, she's like, "What? She be like, why you keep stopping?" But Jeanette got to keep doing this to Janetta the whole time. I keep pounding her, and then she'll squirt.
Fucking Janetta.
And then she'll squirt, and then she'll be squirting, and then she'll have like mascara running out of her fucking eyes and shit. She like crying and shit, and it's coming all out. You looking like, God damn, this is crazy. Like shit just going crazy and shit. And then then you like, okay, so you do that, then you start going faster. Cause you really can't at that point when they squirt, you can't really feel the tightness you was feeling before they squirt, cause it's nothing but just the water. So you just like going crazy. You know what I'm saying? Face. Then you bust, and then she's like, I wasn't done yet. What the fuck you mean you wasn't done yet? What you mean you wasn't done? You just busted all over my bed. I gotta get this.
On your bed? It wasn't even a hotel? Oh,
yeah, it was a bed. I had a waterproof mattress cover. They got them at Walmart.
You were ready for the squirt.
They had waterproof. Oh man, hey, cause she messed up my bed the first time. I said, you ain't doing that shit no more. And then so like I got a waterproof mattress cover.
I love it.
Janetta was
She was a real one, Janetta.
She was a real one. She was actually the girl trying to do the cock rings and stuff. She was wild.
She came ready.
Yeah, she was wild.
I love it. All right, you got a ace of clubs, which is a kinky question. See, you didn't even know that you were spicy, kinky. You were up in the club doing, all these, things. Have you ever had sex in public?
Yeah, but no.
What's yeah but no mean?
Because I had sex like in somebody's yard, somebody's yard. It was outside, but nobody see me. So
no Mile High
like he was over there fucking. No, I actually have never been in the Mile High Club. I never did it.
Have you ever met a girl off an airplane and hooked up with her?
I met a girl off an airplane.
I like how you have to go through the database of what's.
It's possible, but I don't think so. I'm not sure. I think I met a girl on the airplane, and hooked up with her. No. Not that. Forever 21, yeah. But not
Forever 21, is that your spot?
Nah, it's just, man.
You just always
it's crazy, man. I call them the sex gods. Sex gods blessed me one time.
Okay.
So basically what happened was I would talk to these girls for a little while. I flew one of them out to hang out with me and shit. She hurt her back.
How did she hurt her back?
She claimed she hurt her back.
Was it because you were fucking her?
Nah, I didn't even get the fuck. So she claimed she hurt her back. Came out here. I didn't get the fuck. So I had to send her back home. I was mad. I was like, man, I ain't getting no pussy. I was mad as hell, right? Like any other guy would.
Did you fly her out? You're like, I spent this money, times put in.
Out.
I could have had some other bitch.
Told her what the deal was before she got there. She still act like she didn't know what the deal was.
Played out you.
So she's kind of trying to play me. So I was like, all right, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm still a gentleman. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not going whatever. Like, you cool, we friends. You can go on about your business. You know what I mean?
It's like,
and then this.
I'm mad though, bitch.
Then this other girl came in town from Philly, a couple days later, and she was like a fan of me, right? Mm-hmm. She had been following me, and I had been talking to her, and she just hit me. She's like, "Yo, I'm in LA, let's hang out." And it was like 11:30, 12 at night. And she was a stripper, so I'm like, she's about to come through and probably get smashed on. You know what I'm saying? So she came through. I didn't try to smash her the first night. I was just being cool because she was cool. You know what I'm saying? Like sometimes I just want to. You're
trying to be a gentleman. You wanted to see what it was.
Yeah, sometimes I want to buy with you. And then you
got fucked up because the other girl.
Yeah, I want to buy with you anyway. You know what I'm saying? The other girl that had no excuse. I've been knowing her. Like you have no excuse.
Yeah.
This girl, I really don't even know her. She can come to my house. We smoke. We can kick it. Whatever. We do whatever. So she came to my house. Spent the night. She went back to her sister's a couple days later. Then she came back over for 3 days. After that, so I'm like, man, she probably gonna let me fuck in 3 days. No. Didn't smack. No.
No cheeks were smacked that night.
No cheeks got clapped. You know what I'm saying? So I'm mad again, but I'm not trying to be too mad because I barely know this girl anyway. So I'm like, all right, whatever. Just go ahead and leave. You know, when do you gotta leave? She's like, because she was complaining about her sister. She didn't want to go back to her sister's house. So I'm like, you ain't about to sit over here just because you want to go over there. You know what I'm saying? She left. To make a long story short, after that weekend, I went to Forever 21. And I was standing in line buying something, and the girl behind me just said something to me, said something to her. 3 hours later, I was in them guts. 3 hours later, I was like, thank you, says gods.
So you think that was your blessings for all the stuff that you had to deal with? I was
like, thank you. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate you. You know what I mean?
How are you make it? And it was cool. Good.
Well, with that girl?
With the Forever 21.
Oh, it was all right. It was cool. I ain't call her no more after that. I left her on red.
Do you repeat offend?
You said what?
Do you repeat offend?
Like
fuck the same girl like multiple times, or like once you're done with the one time that you keep it mushing?
Sometimes. Okay. Like usually for me, it was like I keep the same girls in rotation.
You got a squad.
Yeah. And then every now and then, like a new one comes in, she might stay on, or she might get kicked off.
Do they know about each other?
Some of them do.
All right, the last one is.
But the thing about me is like I don't talk to them that much. That's how you gotta play them. You don't talk.
You just text them.
No, I mean don't say too much of nothing. Like, even when they get around, I just be chill. I be calm as hell. Cause I smoke weed, so I be chilling. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? They be like, "You a comedian, but you quiet." I'm like, I don't say nothing to you.
You observing.
I'm like, I don't say nothing to you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, but you get around a girl that I really truly fuck with, then I talk to her all day. But then these other girls that just like.
You don't give them. You just
like,
give them the sex, but you don't give them the time. Yeah,
but I talk a little bit, but not that much. You know what I'm saying? Like,
all right, last one is naughty question. So,
naughty question.
Have you ever been caught masturbating?
What called jacking off?
I love how you have to search through it. It's funny
because I feel like it's happened, but I can't remember when. I've never really been caught jacking off like.
But like
I've been almost getting caught.
Yeah, no. What happened?
I've been almost caught. You know, like your girl laying in the bed, she didn't want to give you none. You just got up, you was horny, so you jacking off, watching a little porn and shit. And
they'd get mad at you?
She roll over, try to catch you and shit. You like, what you dick like that? Act like you sleep with your dick in your head, like.
That's funny.
I done did that, and then like, that's about it. But I caught my dad jacking off. That was crazy.
Like,
you talking about naughty? I never been caught jacking off. I caught my dad jacking off.
Tell us about it.
I never seen my dad so mad ever in his life. So basically, like,
did he keep going, or was he like, did it
no,
ruin his whole shit?
What was going on was like, what happened was I walked in his room.
Okay.
And he was jacking off, and I guess her mom wasn't giving him none because he had the covers down, had her butt in the air, and he was just looking at her butt, just jacking off, and then.
That was the most evil laugh.
This shit really happened. And then so like I caught him and I'm like, oh, my bad. So I just shut the door. And I ain't think nothing of it. So I went to my room. When he came to our room, he was fucking hot. He had a big ass vein in his head. He's like, don't ever come in my room ever again without knocking the door. I'm like, okay, sir. You in there jacking off. So the crazy part about it was I had a roast. I had a comedy roast. When I first was doing comedy, it was my birthday, so I had a comedy roast for my birthday. So my dad, he died too. Or he my dad. But yeah, he came to my comedy show, the roast, and he roasted me at the show. Like, he got on stage and was like talking about all the shit I fucked up as a kid and stuff. And everybody's like laughing. Then I got on stage like, oh, okay, I'm ready for you now. You know what I'm saying? I told that story about him caught jacking off and stuff like that. He was mad.
What did he get mad?
He was mad. He was like, yeah, motherfucker, you thought I was going to save that for
I got you.
20 years, motherfucker.
That's funny. That's classic comeback. I love that.
Yeah, so I caught my dad jacking off. I actually caught my brother jacking off too. I think I'm a jack off catcher. I'm like the person that catch people jacking off. Like, nobody gonna catch me. You might almost caught me, but nobody's gonna catch me jacking off. But I'm always catching somebody jacking off. So I caught my brother jacking off one day. I go in the room. This fool got his own fucking paste made. He made up some paste.
What?
This dude had like some fucking toothpaste looking shit on his dick. Like, I'm like, what is that you use, bro? Like, he done came with his own paste where he done made like Vaseline, lotion, mixed all up together and stuff like that.
You tried it out.
It's like, nah, I did. I did. Cause it was like, nah, for real. No, cause like, you ever heard of a Fifi bag?
No.
No, ever heard of a Fifi bag?
What is that? Please tell me what it
No, a Fifi bag is a bag, like a fucking plastic bag, and it got lotion in it and Vaseline, whatever kind of lube, baby oil gel. You put it in this bag, and then you fuck the bag. It originated from jail. Like, people in jail, like, they had Fifi bags. They couldn't have sex with girls.
Have you done the Fifi bag?
No, I have done the Fifi bag.
How many?
How
many Fifi bags in a day?
No, well, I just tried it out a few times. Well, actually, like with the Fifi bag, like my sister had this bear, right? So I cut a hole.
The bears is not gonna.
No, for real. I cut a hole in the bear, right in the vagina area, and then I put the Fifi bag inside the bear, and then I fucked the bear.
How many times?
Almost like my whole teenage childhood, man. I mean,
did the bear have a name?
No. Then I don't know if the bear had a name.
Does your sister know about your bear? Does your sister know you violated her bear?
She put a dress on the bear and everything. It had like a little pink dress and stuff. Come over there. Like my question is like, why nobody ever questioned why the bear had a hole in the vagina area? Like my mom never thought that was weird.
Did they ever find a Fifi bag left in there?
This interview is making me on my way home. I'm gonna call my sister and be like, "Yo, did you know it had a hole in your bear?" Like I used to fuck your bear. I'm telling you right now, that bear you play with every day, I fucked it. I nutted in it too.
I'm dead. Oh, I love it. See, Truth with Texas gets out all, these things. Sometimes you need to bring stuff up to let it go and let it out.
That's why you say something like, I caught jacking. I'm like, man, I can't think about the time I caught jacking. But I can think about a couple times I caught people jacking off. Like,
you're the jack off catcher.
Yeah, I've caught people jacking off, man. It's like, oh, hey, bro. My bad, man.
Handle your business, bro. I see nothing.
Yeah, my brother, though, that takes the cake, though, because I don't know what kind of pace he came up with, but.
I like it. All right, well, thank you so much for coming on Private Talk. I had a lot of fun.
Yeah, I had
Please
fun too.
let us know where we can follow you and support you and do all those things.
You can follow me on the way out the door. No, you can follow me on I am Gerald Huston on Instagram. Gerald Huston's everything. You just type Gerald Huston, YouTube, Facebook. I'll pop up. I keep everything pretty simple. I don't do any nicknames or anything like that. Because Kevin Hart told me, like, Kevin Hart had a stage name, right? It was little Kev the Bastard.
Okay.
That's terrible. That's terrible too. Like, that sounds like a fucking rapper or something. But like he literally he went on stage as Lil Kev the Bastard, and then he started going on as his real name, and that's when he came like to himself. I got a nickname, and when I first started doing comedy, I came on as my nickname.
What was your nickname?
My nickname's Woogie.
Woogie. Yeah,
my whole family calls me Woogie. Everybody calls me. People back home, if you call me Woogie, then that means I know you know me. You know what I mean? That means you know me.
You know me,
If you say Gerald, then you know me from the internet or comedy or something like that. You know Woogie, then you know me for years.
Okay.
5+ at least. You know what I mean? So I decided to go with my real name. When I went with my real name, then I went viral. So
very cool.
I used to never go with my real name. Nobody even knew what my real name was until I did comedy. Everybody thought I was just Woogie. Like, what's Woogie? What's your real name? Well, they do
now.
Now they know, and I'm like,
well, now they know. You've definitely.
I don't got a problem with it.
For sure. Well, I appreciate you taking your time. I have luck to you for everything that you have coming up and all the success for you. Thank you so much for coming on Private Talk, and I hope you guys enjoyed it.